First at 10, homelessness in Kent County is seeing an increase. Recent data shows it's up 17% compared to last year. Tonight, one group is working to make sure everyone has a warm bed to sleep in. Our Matt Whitkos is chatting with them and the people they're helping. Matt?
And Jamie, a couple of people say being out on the streets was one of the lowest points in their lives. Some I talked to say they have jobs. Still, they have struggled trying to get their lives back together.
I ended up living in a tent for an entire summer.
Thomas McGeorge says his situation started after his mother kicked him out of his home.
I had lived with roommates in a house that was definitely not fit for living in. There was no running water, there was no heat. Through the whole winter, we had big blankets to keep us warm. I got really almost deathly sick for a portion of the time that I was there.
As You Are Youth Collective Grand Rapids does what it can to make sure that youth like Thomas don't experience moments like his.
So today we also have a petition for community members to sign that's calling for the Grand Rapids City Commissioners to acknowledge youth homelessness as a growing crisis here in Grand Rapids.
AYA Youth Collective hosting We Exist, a gathering in Rosa Park Circle Friday to shed light on the need here.
So our biggest goal was to bring all of our youth together, and we succeeded. We wanted them to be able to have a shared space to come down and see that the community cares and to be able to bring awareness to what's going on.
The Grand Rapids Area Coalition to End Homelessness did its annual count in February. The data shows numbers are up. Continuum of Care Director Courtney Myers-Keaton says COVID emergency rental assistance helped save a lot of people from becoming a statistic. She says about 43 out of the $50 million in funding went to rental assistance. Keaton added about 70% of the funding went to people in Grand Rapids.
Just again, reiterating the fact that data this year alone in 2022, we've seen over 200 youth who are either sleeping directly outside or somewhere not meant for human habitation or accessing emergency services.
Thomas finally got the change he's been looking for after AYA Youth Collective put him into a home.
The first night, just absolute joy, absolute just ecstatic, so happy. There was like a lingering fear of like, I've had this happen so many times where I think I'm settled, I'm really not, but this time I think it really is different. I think this time I'm finally settled.
Thomas says he's been working ever since he was homeless. He says he's trying to save up enough money so he can at one point have a place of his own. In the newsroom, I'm Matt Whitkos, Fox 17 News.